goodness of God. Remember where he has brought you from. Remember what he took you through. Remember what he allowed you to have, allowed you to accomplish. It wasn't by your own works or your own goodness. It was he that gave it to you. That was the theme of today. Reading in Deuteronomy chapter 8. Remember, and the second part was obedience. Moses was reminding the children of Israel about how important their obedience was, because he said, be careful to follow every command that I'm giving you today. So obedience was required in order for them to enter into this land that he had for them. And he said, be careful to follow every command that I'm giving you today, so that you may live and increase and enter the land promised on oath to your ancestors, rather. Remember, Lord your God, and I'll pause right there because it's gonna keep going. But he's telling them to remember that obedience comes first, right? You have to follow my commands in order to go into this land that I have for you. And then he reminded them again, hey, Auntie, he reminded them again to observe my commands, right? Observe all of his commands. And then he started to describe the land to them. He described how the land was good and it was filled with brooks, streams, deep springs gushing out into the valleys. He said there was wheat, there was barley, there was vines, fig trees, pomegranates, olive oil, honey. Like he said, the bread will not be scarce and you will lack nothing. This land was full of plenty, overflow, and abundance. And he had it for them. All they had to do was be obedient. He said, observe all my commands, walk in obedience. So that is the word for you on today. God has blessings for you. He has things that he wants to give to you, but our obedience is required first. We have to follow his commands. And he also kept reminding them to remember that it is I. Remember that it's God. Remember the Lord your God. He is the one that has blessed you. And he warned them to don't get there and get all these things and start thinking that, oh, like I'm the one. It was the work of my hands that that allowed me to have all this. He told them no. He told them be careful that you don't forget the Lord your God. He said, otherwise, when you eat and you are satisfied, when you build fine houses, you settle down, your herds and flocks have grown large, your silver and gold have increased, then your heart becomes proud, and you forget the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of that land of slavery. So he's telling them, don't forget. Remember that it is I who brought you out of that land. So once he blesses you, once he takes you into that land that he has for you, once you have gone in to possess those things that he has for you, right? Once you've been obedient, right? And you've been able to follow his commands, you're able to possess what he has for you. Don't forget, he's telling you, don't forget. Don't forget that is the Lord your God who has blessed you, um, who has blessed you, right? He's the reason that you're able to have what you have. And he reminded them in verse 18, I'm in Deuteronomy 8, verse 18, he said, remember the Lord your God, for it is he who has given you the ability to produce wealth. So he's reminding them once again, yes, you have accomplished some things, but remember that God is the one who has given you that ability to produce the wealth. So those were the 2 points for today. Remember him. Remember that he is the reason that you have whatever you have. He's the one that allowed it. And obedience, to walk in obedience. Because once they walked in obedience, he described in detail this land of plenty that he had for them. All right. So how does that apply to you on today? What does he have for you? What has he promised you? What are you waiting to go in and possess and to go in and have? Your obedience is required first. And once you get there, Once you have gone in to possess it, don't forget that it is He who has given you that ability to have whatever you have. All right? That is your word for today. I hope that you got something from it. Thank you for tuning in. Auntie Chris and Shin D4C5G. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great one.